committed adultery with her husband.
Okay.
Who had 2 children with her husband.
Let's listen. Let's listen.
An issue that is being discussed. That is part of this case. All these things taken together, you can assume that this case is as fully fledged as it could be. It's going to be as difficult or as complex as it could be. The court will need a lot of time to address all these issues. Yes, there will be a room. Entertain, hear evidence. Not just evidence. This case, in all divorce cases. And it's important for me to give you an overall picture of divorce cases in Nigeria. Evidence and law. So I wouldn't be focusing on this case in any detail. I don't want to be talking specifically about the case of May and you. However, I believe that if I explain to you how divorce cases function,
welcome, my people,
you will be able to make reasonable assessment of what to expect in this particular case.
We're not going to show the man face because of the man will claim the video. So Mona novice. The lawyer
can be discussed by the parties and their lawyers. They can negotiate. They can see where there could be compromises. And the only thing that cannot be compromised, I want to make sure about it. I want to make sure you know this. Well, the only thing that cannot compromise, the parties cannot just decide that on themselves, is the issue of the marriage itself. Our client May is determined to end the marriage. That's what she prayed for.
Wow.
And that's what the very minimum she will get. Okay. So the other issues might have
all right.
Rooms for flexibility. But we might have rooms in terms of access, how much time each person gets. I mean, the non-custodial parent will get with the children. It can be discussed. It can be discussed, absolutely. Looking into whatever the factors are at that moment. The issue of property distribution, that can be negotiated. That can be discussed.
May Edochie'S got him.
Okay? So, about the question of marriage,
guys.
rumors we are hearing, that discussing, so for her to go back, I can tell you that there's no basis for.
There is nothing like discussing for her to go back.
I know of. Every information we have today indicates that Queenmay is proceeding with dissolution of marriage, and her reasons are very clear and very well known to the world.
Yes.
So that is what it is. Okay. Again, let me summarize. The case is not going to end today. It's not going to end at the next hearing. There will be a few more hearings before we can talk about the end
of the marriage.
Okay, the process is moving on.
Yeah.
So on the issue of whether the case
this shocking moment
is there sound?
Such conclusion because
who is saying no sound?
Dynamics in each
is there no sound?
Which determines how long it will last.
Okay, now, sorry.
Case. Every issue that could be in dispute in a divorce case is in dispute. Every conceivable issue of dispute is in dispute at the moment, and so it's an issue at the moment. Sorry for the interruption, and we are not expecting it to be otherwise. So it's not
clear, loud and clear. Okay, thank you.
It's not a single issue divorce case. Okay. Some of you have sent questions. Which I'm going to identify now and answer as much as possible. Again, I'm guided between the extremes. I don't want to comment directly on the case, into the details of the case, but at the same time, I don't want to keep quiet and allow the speculation we have seen in the social media to continue.
The speculation of the sister of Diddy Austin saying that May has already wanted one to become a.
I told you the court said or court did not say, they are largely false, and I caution you as you read these blogs, you must understand that a lot of them are just trying to market themselves by spreading various fantasies.
Thank God, sir. No, they would talk about a court case where I don't know one, not two.
If I can see them.
And the one when I know now they talk with the one I know they talk with.
All right. I think
The lawyer
All
himself
right,
will get
somebody
us
has
to
asked about the update. As I speak to you now, the court is in session. It's very
Yes.
important.
Yes.
You know that the court is in session.
Yeah, going
and,
on.
both parties are adequately represented.
Yeah.
I mean, you, Edochie and his lawyer are in court.
Yes.
Judy did not come to court.
The also not they sick by force.
Queenmay and her lawyers are in court. So everything is proceeding, and you will get a final outcome today. But I can tell you, the outcome is going to be within the context of this introduction I made. The case is not coming to an end. And then some of you are saying, oh, set her free. No, that is the very wrong way to understand what is going on. Okay? Set her free suggests she's in the bondage or forced into the situation she's in. No, she has done what a reasonable person wants to do. She has filed papers seeking to dissolve the marriage.
Yeah.
And in due course, that will be achieved.
Of course.
But until that is achieved, we are not in any particular rush and we're not complaining. Okay? Because what matters in the end is justice. The quality of justice delivered, not how fast it was delivered. Okay? May is not in any rush. She's not remarrying or any such thing that could lead her or lead anyone to think that she is suffering as a result of the time it takes to resolve the case.
Please like on the video,
somebody
guys.
asked for updates. This is actually the live session that I mentioned. I hope this person is listening.
Same to you, my darling. Thank you. Thank you so much for the shares.
We gave the instructions and told people to send their questions. As you can see, some people are trying to call. You know, it's unfortunate that they're not following instructions, but you know.
Shebi the Austin sister say May wanted to go back. May like buy you there. You said May said now she wants to be numbered. That was what Judy Austin told you, because Judy Austin is bothered about May accepting the man back. All your mind, you not settle again because you want to know what May was doing, but now you cannot.
Yes. Another person asked a question, and this is important. I think I can take this question within the confines.
Good day. Please delete the part of no sound, please.
She asked if there is evidence that the kids are not safe with you, can the court permanently bar him from access to his children? This question is speculative. It is based on if there is.
Did they disturb the man page? Did they disturb him? So before to continue again, you guys know that they've been lying, saying that Queenmay Edochie, that she said she wants to be numbered. That very news came from Judy Austin's cohort.
We are not taking that position at the moment. We have not, May has not in any way indicated that there is harm, any specific harm in terms of access. So it's a speculative question if there is evidence that the kids are not safe with you. We are not taking that position. We are not yet getting into the evidence to support custody issues yet. There will be a hearing. Court will listen to both parties. If at that time we feel we could take this position, the lawyers will make that argument. And of course, the other side will have an opportunity to rebut the argument and advance their own counter argument. So then the person asks again, is there any chance that Queenmay will have sole possession of their marital home? Okay, first and foremost, the status of the marital home is going to depend on the court. Okay, we all have fair ideas of what we expect to happen, but it would be improper for me to tell you what the court will do.
Okay.
Or what I think the court will do. Okay, but I can assure you that at the end of it, there'll be justice for all parties. And if her keeping the marital property is considered the justice of the case, I am confident that the judge will decide what that will be. Okay? So that is the answer to that question. there is another question that we may take on. I think we may take on questions. Yeah, somebody asked another question and she said, when is the case expected to finish and her prayers for divorce be granted? We don't have a timeline. We don't have a specific date when this will happen. The court is in charge of its calendars and how it schedules the case. But we believe the court will make the right decisions on that. And this question of her prayer of divorce be granted, that's the dissolution of marriage. Again, the court will decide, but we are very confident that this marriage will be dissolved. Okay? The good thing, or rather what you need to know, is that the court doesn't make these decisions in piecemeal. Okay? The court will make all decisions in one final judgment. In its final judgment, the court will address all these issues at once. Okay? And that will be soon. When I mean soon, I don't mean you should start expecting that to happen before December. Okay? The court will schedule these dates, and looking at the past intervals of scheduling, the court will probably schedule this once every month or once every 2 months. But it is totally up to the court. I can't.
The court is still ongoing like this. They are still inside the court till now.
Number 2, is she allowed to sue you and his mistress for defamation as a separate case from that of the divorce? Well, I believe that May has shown discretion in what she wants to fight over. She, as you know, she's not a bitter person.
Yeah.
She's not a vindictive person. She's not out there to get a pound of flesh. She just wants justice. And on the issue of defamation as independent, separate cause of action, I don't know about that. We do not have any instruction that that is happening at the moment. And we can't speak to it at this moment. All I can tell you is that right now, we are not considering that. Okay?
They are not considering that.
All right. Number 3, she asked,
the case is very long.
To sue Judy alone for posting her pictures on social media, purporting to wish her a happy birthday because that picture set her up for dragging on social media? Well, I'm sure that those of you who support me have various things that annoyed you in your perception of the conduct of the other party.
No.
You understand it? And you're entitled to these opinions, you're entitled to these feelings.
You're angry.
But from the point of view of the case in court, I do not think that this is an issue we are dealing with at this moment.
Okay.
This sort of detail is not a thing we are focusing on at this moment. Okay? So these are the questions we received, and I'm not sure if we've gotten all questions. I'm not sure we have, but that's what it is. Okay? This is more or less what to expect in this case.
They are still in court. The court is still ongoing.
That,
they are still inside the court.
What happened, and a lot of emotions have been ignited. And but we are confident that the court is doing justice to it.
Amen.
And to it all. And the court, as you know, is a neutral body.
Yes.
The court is going to give fair hearing to all parties, and the court is going to consider evidence properly presented.
Yes, he is having problems with his internet.
You have to know that not everything you see on social media is going to be sufficient to trigger any particular measure.
That is true because
on the part of anybody.
It's
so
true.
We take certain things as inevitable.
Oh.
And we're focusing on more important things, more serious things. Okay? I hope with this.
He's having problems with his internet. and the part of the court, you know.
Explanation.
I'm coming. Let me allow you finish.
You will be able to read and understand what is going on, and we can have less and less of the bloggers' stories.
Okay, okay, sir. Continue.
The speculation out.
The speculations of Queenmay Edochie'S is now accepting to be numbered by Judy Austin's sister is false.
So, in the absence of any further question, I'm going to end this live session, and unless there is any significant difference from the final outcome of today's proceedings, this is it. I will not have need to give further explanations until much later. Okay?
Because the court is still ongoing. The court is still ongoing as we speak. This court day today is long. It is a very long one. Jesus. Judy Austin, you not go court today. And there are some certain things
because as I speak to you, the court is in session.
I told you.
And we will get to have a better picture later in the day. But I'm not expecting anything different.
Okay.
From what I just presented to you.
Okay.
And we'll tell you about the new date. Okay?
My queen looks so beautiful.
Somebody also asked this question, and I will say it. In sharing of the property, is it considered in one part considered if one partner put in more? Then rather there was a question: can she still file for bigamy? Yes, bigamy is a criminal offense, and usually it is the police or the government that will initiate such a suit, emphasizing bigamy. You see, bigamy has civil law implication as well as criminal law implication.
Yes.
The criminal law implication is when the state prosecutes you for bigamy and puts you in prison.
It's very long, my darling Katerina.
For us to do that, we would have had to lodge a petition with the police seeking the arrest of a person we believe committed bigamy.
But May don't want that.
We didn't pursue that option. May didn't want that option.
May don't want
because,
it.
as I've told you, her interest is in justice and protection of her children. She's not out there to get anybody into prison. That's not her goal. That's not her nature.
Oh.
So,
good woman.
So she's not pursuing the criminal aspect of bigamy. The civil aspect of bigamy is when you say to court in a divorce case that your husband had tried to contract another marriage while this one is pending. And as a result of that, I want the following reliefs. You can ask for dissolution of the marriage, for declaration that the other marriage is void, or for damages against the person who has been in this romantic relationship with your husband. Yes, may raise the issue of adultery.
The issue of adultery normally is a huge...
may raise the issue of the involvement of a third person.
Exactly.
Shouldn't be there. So, we are dealing with the civil elements of bigamy already. Okay? Okay, so in civil bigamy cases, they're not seeking to put anybody in prison, so we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to...
May is kind. I go put you for that prison.
We're focused on the civil aspect
Right.
and using it as a ground to justify everything, every relief we're asking for: dissolution, custody, access, support. All these things will have to take into consideration the fact of the behavior of the parties, the existence of this third woman or the second woman.
Their behavior alone is a thing you should... It will make you consider to put the man. Yeah, because nobody felt for May when she lost her son.
And the behavior of the parties, the things that we are seeing on social media, the things they did before the case with the court, the things they did while the case was in court, all these things will come in.
Wow.
In the civil aspect of bigamy. Good. Now,
I hear you. That first one. Nah, they hear.
Next question is sharing of the property. The sharing of property, is it considered in one, if one party put in more? Naturally, yes. The court, in making a decision about
Oh, wow.
marital property distribution, as a matter of principle of the law, the court is going to take into consideration a wide range of factors. The court is going to look in.
Please like on the video for me.
If it can be ascertained. And the court will look into consideration other forms of contribution, including moral support, because contribution does not have to be in financial form. Okay? The court will certainly take all these things into consideration at the appropriate time. I'm not speaking necessarily about the current case. I'm just answering that hypothetical question, the academic question, whether a family court hearing a divorce case is bound to take into consideration the respective contributions of the parties. Yes. The answer is yes, the court will do so, or should do so. Then another question, if May put in more money in acquiring the property.
Network bad for where in there. I don't know why it's network. You know, you guys should be liking on the video. Sometimes when somebody is live like this, they'll be disturbing the video.
Who put in more money or less money? Because again, that goes directly into what to evidentiary issues that will come into court. Okay, but all I can speak to you generally is that the court will usually consider the respective contributions of parties. Okay. Final question by this person.
Now what? The court is still ongoing, okay? He is just telling you guys what he expects to hear today. But the court is still ongoing. Yul is in court. Juju Ekwensu is not there. May is beautifully there, sitting down as a queen that she is. All right? The court is still ongoing.
You cannot force someone to remain in a marriage. Oh, it's a comment, not a question. Yes, nobody is trying to force anybody to remain in a marriage. Okay? May has filed for divorce. And the court is hearing her case. Nobody has stopped her from pursuing that. Okay? And nobody has done anything to force her to do anything otherwise. Okay? But, of course, we appreciate your sentiment.
All them. Shebi that is sister of Judy Austin say May Edochie don't
that's
accept
about the questions I can see
to
now.
be numbered.
Sure. There may be more questions from other sources. Honestly, I wish people can ask their questions now, because what we don't want or what we will not.
The outcome of the court is not yet out. Oh, it's not yet out. You're just listening to what he expects to, what he's expecting from the court today. It's not like the full gist don't come outside. Court never finish. You see the inside court.
And after this, we get flooded with questions. The purpose of this live session is to address your question, and you can see we are not revealing the person who is asking questions. So we'll keep your identity confidential. Feel free now to ask your questions so we can deal with it immediately, because we'll tend to get busy after this. And text messages asking for questions or explanation will probably not be responded to. So this is the time to send in your question if you have question. Okay? So
that one way say me Edochie want accept polygamy now. Where is she? I don't say you go hide your head in shame. Say me don't already want to be numbered. Thunder back bogi. You don't hear her now?
Let me see.
Her no is no. Can't force her. She said no to polygamy. And she stand in her speech. The part where they pain on her, they say the woman not agree. The woman they answer that you Edochie where they pain you the Austin. Why did the Austin not go court today? Your place for the smell ogiri ofe. Ogiri na esieba. Ogiri. Go and look at how beautiful my queen look. She look looking beautiful. You see Millie Joffo. He humble. Wait, I don't talk too much. Make I not go talk the one way they say make I not talk. No go talk. Oh. Men must get freedom. Mona, no worry. You see now, the legal team is still there, but I mean the legal representative is still there. You know, right now.
Very well. An update is that we're having a conference. The parties are speaking now. You know, the parties are now speaking and trying to have a conference.
Okay.
The conference is an opportunity. We call it compulsory conference in family law in Nigeria. Why is it called compulsory conference? I will explain this to you.
Tell me.
When you file a divorce in court and you raise all these issues, the court is statutorily mandated to order the party.
Hey, their network just they so bad. Is it that people are disturbing it? They are disturbing it because they want to come fabricate their lies. Do the husband way not there now? Do the husband with the pass information they give all those our cohort now, our co-husband snatchy group? They will don't begin they lie. They lie. Did they hear? No hear. They say they don't hear.
To meet and discuss, to see if they could reach an agreement on it.
May is too kind. May you are just too kind. May you are too kind. Huh. May is too kind. I beg, shy. Too kind. Guys, that's it. Papa? What's his nose? I mean, the Rhein kommt kann. Der ist in den Tasche ablegen. Okay? Lass es einfach da rein. Da rein. Okay? Ich komme gleich. Ich bin gerade live. Ich bin in live gerade. Sorry, guys. Okay. Make we continue. They are disturbing him. It is, he need to know that one. Say, the Austin's cohort, they will come for a page.
For instance, child support.
Okay, let me explain the little I know about this ongoing case.
That the parties had
Hi, wie geht es dir?
the amount.
Kein Problem, lass es einfach rein. Bis später, okay? Danke schön, tschüss.
If that is done, it makes the work of the court easy because the court really would prefer not to force people unless it is necessary.
No.
You will first be given an opportunity to reach an agreement. Okay, it's only when you can't reach an agreement that the court will be forced to make a decision. Okay, so we call it compulsory conference because the court is going to order the parties to start talking. And that has commenced now. We have gotten to that stage at this moment. The compulsory conference is going on. Lawyers are meeting and with the parties. And you must also know that we knew the conference will occur. And we already prepared. Each side had made decisions on what it called its own boundaries, where he will go, how far he could go, or how far he will go in either direction. So it's a very informed, fairly straightforward process. The lawyers, each side, will come in. He confers with his client before court. They sit down and say, hey, we will accept this. We will accept this. We will not accept this. We can accept this. We will not accept this. So they go there in the conference. The other side will do the same thing. So when you come, it's like bargaining in the marketplace. Okay? You put a position forward, and the other side will respond to that position. The other side will say, I accept, or no, I don't accept, or you have to modify your offer. And that sort of discussion occurs in a conference. I think today's conference will come up with some substantive position to short-circuit this process and put it on a track where the case could be concluded faster. Secondly, it's important to have a conference today that yields a result because Edochie and his lawyer are not based in Lagos. They travel to Lagos each time for this case. So it's not as if we could say, all right, let's discuss tomorrow, or okay, let's talk next week. It is expensive for them to be in Lagos, I will assume. So being in Lagos today offers an opportunity for a discussion to go on, and that discussion is going on. I'm not going to tell you what we are asking for. Now, it's not proper. I'm not going to tell you that. But one thing I can say is that both sides must have done, we did our homework well. The other side, I'm sure, must have done their homework well. They know what they want. They know it's important to them. And they're going to be asking for that. And we know what is fundamental for us.
Okay.
We know what is the minimum point we can accept. Okay? But conference today will be focusing, for your information, the conference will be dealing with things like custody,
child support,
access to children, child support,
exactly,
and marital property.
Exactly.
So these are things I believe will be addressed.
He believed because he's not there as a lawyer.
During the conference.
He said he believed.
That'll be addressed during the conference, and if the parties reach any agreement, they will go to court, they'll submit it to the judge and say, hey, we've agreed on X, Y, Z. The judge will take what they agreed and make it part of her judgment. Then we can also say to the judge, my lord, we could not agree, the parties could not agree on this and this.
Yeah.
So the court will now conduct a hearing on those things. On those things they did not agree upon, the parties will enter into the witness box and testify and get cross-examined. And
you could also not get the balls to see me
incorporating what was agreed by the parties and what was
not going where to see me with your eye.
Just in judgment. So the conference that is going on now is a good event.
Oh my God, it's becoming very long.
It saves a lot of time.
It's very long.
For those of you who are hoping that this case will be over as soon as possible, you should view the conference as a positive development.
Amen. For Queenmay. Amen. Oh, is a positive development for the part of Queenmay. Amen. We can't wait.
It's a good sign that we can have this case resolved.
Amen.
But even if we resolve these three things I mentioned, we still have the other issues out there. We still have the issue of adultery.
Yes. Hey, adultery. Oh, carry away. Did you 100 million bagam? 100 million bagam. Yala.
As ground for divorce. That cannot be settled by the parties, by themselves, because the court has a constitutional obligation to ensure, or what we call statutory obligation, to ensure that there is a ground for divorce. And the ground we have presented is adultery.
Very good.
So it's not possible to go and settle and say, okay, adultery did not occur anymore. If we say that, that means that there will be no ground for.
Now what? The matter long. Make una no vex. The internet they come out, they come back, they come out, they come out, because sometimes it's because of report, or sometimes it's because you don't have network.
So that ground for divorce remains something, an irreducible minimum, which the parties will eventually face up to.
You hear
and
that?
as I explained to you, dissolution of marriage and ground for it are fairly straightforward. And in this case, they seem very straightforward, that we don't expect a protracted trial over it. Okay? The key issue, the areas of prolonged fight will be on custody, support, access,
and adultery now.
And these are being discussed as I speak.
Today hot. Hey, today I never see trial. I never see gist way hot, which like today own. On this court hearing long. Hey. People don't tire for sit down for inside court. A long.
All right. Okay. Somebody else asked another question.
You had the part of the adultery.
Somebody says here, may put in more money than you in building the house. Will that be considered?
Yes, of course.
This is a matter that requires proof and evidence.
Yes.
Okay, and it's something the court will determine. Okay, who put in more money is something the court will determine. I have an opinion, but my opinion is not evidence, is not fact that the court will automatically take into consideration. Secondly, there was money taken, the money from her account, and these are speculation. These are issues that will come into evidence if necessary. What about all the time that you did not support the child? You see, again, this is speculative. This is speculative. I cannot answer that because it presupposes a state of fact that has not been established in evidence. Okay? It presupposes that. The foundational assumption was correct. Okay. Then the person also says all the evidence is there. What other evidence does the court need?
Please like on the video.
Unfortunate. That's not how to see it. The court is not part of your social media.
It's
the
true.
court is not seeing what you see. Even if the judge sees what you see, the court judge will not automatically accept it.
That's why the law doesn't have emotions. The law doesn't have emotion.
Testimony in the witness box, under oath, and then being cross-examined. All these are necessary until your story or your fact goes through this process. What you have is a speculation and presupposition. We discourage you guys from taking this approach. That is, you assume something, and these things, though not evident, presented by evidence, you just believe it, and then you begin to build castle over such assumptions. So let the court hear the parties and determine what it is. And by the way, these assumptions this lady explained are being discussed right now in the conference.
Okay. We they hear you. Continue. Wow. The court, I want you to pay me pass for law. They say law doesn't have, as it doesn't have emotions. You know?
Wow.
Law doesn't have emotions. Law doesn't care how you feel. Now when I be the part where they verse me. You know? It's so sad. Now so the matter be. So we have to just sit and wait and see how it all, as in what we happen at the end of the day. You know? But the part where they make me laugh, now the part where be say, "Did you not agree come court?" You know? I get the gist. People don't have for seat for a court. They feel say that just like a 2 hours court case and it's done, you know. But it's not 2 hours court case. More. Oh boy, yeah. The part that I love so much is the part where he said the adultery part. They're going to take it to the civil way. I like that one. Hey, even that adultery part, you also need to pay me money. For those of you where you talk and say for Nigeria again, make you go pay who? You remember those times where those women they come right and say, Nigeria again, you go to sue Judy Austin. How you go sue Judy Austin now? Hey. Now wow, you say make Judy Austin come pay money because you be mumu. You don't know say the woman go fit sue you. Go snatch person husband, make it be say the woman married that man statutorily. May is a kind-hearted person. If now another woman, all the heartless display where you they display, the woman go change her. Not be say heartless woman. Woman we no one agree. We not agree for anybody. You go change everything. If the woman be get soft mind before, because now how you take dance, follow me. Now so I go take dance, follow you. Now so me to live my life for. Now the way you take treat me, that's how they treat you. You understand? So May did not do that. Even though they treat her the way they treat her for social media, May still believes in no. I don't want to fight for bigamy. But the man say for the civil side, when it comes to the adultery thing, for adultery, say May stand gidigwam for that one, which means Judy Austin will have to pay May for committing adultery, for destroying her marriage. Judy Austin not get the balls to go follow May stand for court. You not go today. Why you not go there? You jelly with high blood pressure. You could not go. You could not go. Not to the chat yolo for social media. But when they see you for ground, you'll be rats. Ijele on social media. Rats for real life. Rats for real life. Ijele for social media. Queenmay is not a bitter person according to what he said. It doesn't even take you to be a bitter person to fight for what you really know belongs to you. Fight for your rights, and then you stand for what is right for you. If you believe that somebody treated you the way you don't like and you want to pay the person, pay the person. Pay go. Yes, that doesn't mean you're a bitter person. You're only fighting for your rights. Anzeige again, anzeige. Fini. Fertig. 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 Deutsch go say fertig, which means finish. Fertig. Too much of everything is bad. The man go come social media, go they do like saying now dogu now this now. When they go reach court, they go humble themselves. You will see Judy Austin for me. Did you guys hear the publications coming from Judy Austin's sister that snatched, that went and got pregnant for her sister's husband? That one came out and was saying, she has finally accepted to be numbered. Did you hear what Edochie's legal representative just said? Did you hear what he just said? He said, no, that is a lie, a false, as in heavy lie. May stand in what she wants. She stands firm to say she's done with the marriage. She's done, completely done. But you see, the marital settlement, the children custody, child support, that is what my queen, they focus on. And then the civil part of adultery. May doesn't want to fight for bigamy, but the civil part of adultery, I guess, is the part where Judy Austin will need to pay her for damages. I will leave it here. I don't want to talk past this one because I did drop updates. As I did not tell now, so now court, they just see the inside court. I was even thinking they would be done by now. It's almost 4-1. Oh my God. Guys, let me leave it here. I have update that I'll be dropping soon. Don't forget to like and share. Subscribe to my channel, Patience Blogs Official and Patience Blogs TV. My people, you don't hear my voice for any of my video. You don't hear my voice. Not me get amo. My only platforms, you will hear me talk. You will hear my voice. You get Patience Blogs Official, Patience Blogs TV. Oh, see the way I do my mouth. They say if you not see as my queen fresh today, oh boy, yeah. The woman they sent nicely from afar. You go they sent me. Oh, what did they send? They come here. Oh. Hi, my queen they sent. I just in my imagination. My queen just they sent anyhow. It's so nice. Patience. Oh boy, yeah. So Mona, get ready. Oh, the case long for ground. The case long, I beg. Long. It seems like they're just even starting. They are just starting, all right? So, guys, I will leave it here. I'm coming back later in the day. I have somewhere going to. I'll come back later in the day. Thank you all. And they come back soon. Don't worry. I will come live. Even if I'm 3 times today, I will come live. Thanks for watching. Bye, people.